Greetings, gamer guys and gals. Welcome to part 41 of my Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet. And in today's episode, we are going to be taking on the gym challenges, the rematches, getting ready to fight that Ace Academy tournament. And I actually decided to EV train both my Koraidon. Now, the second Koraidon that I'm using to ride, I only decided to EV train them just to get it out of the way since I was going to EV train them the exact same EV spread. However, I'm not going to ever use the second Koraidon because the problem is, and it is a little bit quicker to get your Koraidon as the ride form. All you have to do is press plus, and if he's in your party, he automatically turns into ride form. Problem with that is that he gets out of your party. You have to put him back into battle form if you want that. So I'm not going to bother dealing with that, for real. I understand the reason why they made the second, or well, I should say the first Koraidon stuck to your party, stuck to your character, because then you can't lose out on the ability to climb and do all the functional things that Koraidon lets you do. But I still don't like nor care for the fact that I can't take him out of my party if I wanted to. So in reality, what I was going to do was I was going to trade my first Koraidon or second Koraidon, it didn't really matter, they're both basically the same Pokemon, to the T, you know. The only difference is that my second Koraidon has a little bit better, or no, my first has a little bit better EV spread, but that doesn't matter because I'm going to bottle cap them all, so who cares. But I was going to trade one of them for Miraidon, and then EV train the Miraidon, and then allow it to be my ride Pokemon, while I use the Koraidon as my party Pokemon, because I do eventually, this is my plan, I am eventually going to be switching out all of my team members with legendary Pokemon, or what I would consider my Ubers team. I was thinking about doing that with my Bug team, but nah, let's have some fun. This is the post game. We're going to use the legendary Pokemon. That sounds fantastic. So the Koraidon you see heading my party, I gave him the Amulet Coin, and now he's a permanent member of my team. Cool thing is, though, I found out how to get the Amulet Coin before last episode, just didn't bring it up in the last episode, and that is you basically have to go to the Medali gym section, and I do believe it is this Pokemon Center, and you have to beat 5 trainers in this area, and then the Pokemon League member will give you the Amulet Coin. Basically, as soon as you can get to Medali and beat those trainers and have the capacity to beat them, so around like Gen 3-ish, you can have the Amulet Coin. So I could have had double money this entire time. Really annoying, because money is going to be a serious issue in this game for my competitive needs. Because I'm not one of those people who just buys one of the items. I'm going to have an item on every single Pokemon, whatever is particular to that Pokemon, and call it a day. So, without further ado, I'm going to find myself getting into these gym leader rematches, and I thought the most fitting would be to go back to Medali. I have absolutely no idea how strong these Pokemon are going to be, if I'm even going to be able to beat them at my current level, and if I have a good enough team to do so. Doesn't really matter, because even if I end up losing, I will just use some experience candies, honestly. Like, I have so many of them. Not as many as I'd like, but I do have a lot. And so it's going to be kind of an interesting endeavor dealing with these Pokemon gyms. I want to try to get 2 gyms per episode because I want to fly through this. It's time for a meeting with the boss, but seems I've got a visitor with no appointment instead. This is absolutely something she'd do. No, no. I understand everything, I assure you. I look forward to our battle, then. Oh, of course. It's no problem. La Primera is my boss, so I have to do as she says. But now she's ordering students around? Dot, dot, dot. I see. So you're helping the boss free up some time to enter a tournament at the academy. Well, whatever floats your boat and sinks your car the fastest, I suppose. I'd never let myself get roped in like that. Well, let's knock this task off our list then. No use wasting time, shall we? Sure. Let's get straight to it. Let's head to the Treasure Eatery then. Yeah, so fantastic. I do not have any desire to redo the gym test, so I'm glad that we don't have to. You already faced me during the Elite test, so I doubt this will leave much of an impression on you. In any case, let's get started, shall we? I'll be facing you in my role as a gym leader, so I'm going to use my regular team. They all belong to the normal type. Normal as in plain, average, unremarkable, run-of-the-mill. I'm pretty fond of them, you know. They suit me perfectly. I'm about as ordinary as you can get. People, Pokémon, there's no need to overcomplicate things. Nowadays, people only seem to want a shock factor. Something weird. Something bizarre. I like this guy. At the end of the day, though, nothing beats the relief of coming home, even after a fun vacation. When all's said and done, simplicity is strongest. Alright, Larry, show me what you simply have to offer in this battle. Gym Leader Larry. Oinkalone. And the boss takes some getting used to, you know. You've got your work cut out for you. And Koraidon, send out my Orichalcum Pulse, sending its Asian Pulse into a Fury. Okay, level 65. I thought I was going to be a little bit hopeless in this battle, but you know what? This is pretty fantastic. Now, I could Terrasilize here and use Collision Course, but reality is I don't need a buff on this move when it's already going to be increased in power. Oinkalone fainted. Alright. Nope, we are keeping in. A Braviary is a cool addition, but not cool enough. Alright, so my EV spread with this wonderful, beautiful Koraidon, beautiful, absolutely beautiful, I love this creature, is a 252 attack, 252 speed, and 4 HP spread. With a Jolly Mint, so plus speed, minus special attack. And I gave him... It's funny, because Koraidon and Miraidon both have an ability that sets up something. So Koraidon sets up Sun, whereas Miraidon sets up Electric Terrain. The difference is that Koraidon is a fighting dragon type, whereas Miraidon is an electric dragon type. Why is that important? Because I set up Sun as Koraidon, I technically have 3 typings. Literally. So I decided to give him a fire move in Flare Blitz because he gets basically stab while the sun is out for him. One of the things I want to do eventually for like my actual competitive team, won't now because what's the point now, you know, is I'm going to be giving him a Heat Rock so I can U-turn out into one of my Photosynthesis Pokemon, and they can get an immediate buff to whatever stat is necessary. So it's really a cool idea because I basically get a Weather Setter who's going to buff my team beyond just giving weather, which is really cool. So Fire Stab is really cool here. So I was even thinking about using Chi-Lu. I think that's how you pronounce that. Due to the fact You're just plain strong, aren't you? But I always output my best results when it's battle time. I guess that's what he said. I didn't read it. Alright, so we're going to Breaking Swipe. Time to show what we can really do. Same good work as always, please. So it's basically like I get a free Weather Setter who can U-turn, who is super duper fast, into a Pokemon that needs that buff, and just tear into the enemy team. Now, obviously, there's probably going to be people who will have the ability to counter that, but it doesn't really matter. Alright. The harsh sunlight fainted. And we're going to Collision Course here. Alright, the opposing Staraptor fainted. So, because I love Koraidon as much as I do, as long as I can battle with him, I am going to use him. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of him. A third serving of defeat, huh? 23 grand. Appreciated. We're also going to get LP. I wonder if Amulet Coin increases LP rewarded. Did not check that. You're a bit too much for an average Joe like me to handle. But I think I understand now. Well, I was told to use flying types when I battle as a member of the Elite Four, I mean. There's scenery you'll never even notice if you stick to flat, well-trodden paths. It'll do me good to admire talent that soars as high as yours from time to time. Well, if the boss says I should do so, I'll do so. She won't catch me doing it for fun, though. In any case, I've been strictly told to cut down on my overtime hours, so I'll call it a day. Pretty intriguing, to say the absolute least. Alright, so that's one battle on. I'm thinking about either fighting Grush or Rhyme. I haven't decided at this exact moment, but let's see. I think we will fight... Let's fight Rhyme. I loved her double battles. Oh my word. I love double battles. It's just such a wonderful thing. It's why I'm making a dedicated double battles team. Now, a couple of my teams will be able to be used for double battles, regardless. But I'm making a specifically dedicated team for it because it's just so cool. When I fell in love with Pokemon as a series was with Pokemon Coliseum and XD. I played beforehand. I had watched Gen 1 from my brother playing it, and I had played... never played Gen 2. Actually, still to this day have never played Gen 2. Which is probably abysmal to some, but it's just how it happens. I'm legally blind, so when I was young and had vision issues and problems with seeing, it wasn't something I was too concerned with. We could have Veluza out with our good friend Koraidon here, but we're actually going to just use our good Meowscarada as second place. But yeah, so I never really wanted to play Pokemon at the time, and then I finally got some things that would allow me to see the games better, and then there was the Game Boy Advance SP that came out, and I drove right into Gen 3, and then I skipped Gen 4, I skipped Gen 5, came back in Gen 6. I have since played Gen 4, still haven't played Gen 5 or 2. And I skipped Gen 7. I skipped Gen 7, though, for reasons. I do not like that game. It looks super silly. And I'm not about silly. Well, if it isn't my little challenger, Zeke. What brings you back here, baby? I'm finally ready for that rap battle. Yeah, rap battle sounds great. Ha! So you're a champion rank comedian, too. So instead of her, I get you. She went send a rookie champion instead of coming out here herself. Doesn't she know who I am? Sorry, I got heated there, but don't worry. Though you aren't the one who struck that nerve. Oh well, I wasn't thinking. I'd like to see you again anyway. Guess this is just how fate has it. If we're doing this, let's do it. Ready to show me how strong all those adventures made you? Certainly. Absolutely. Now that's the spirit. Come on, let's put on a killer show. It feels like just yesterday that you were here for your gym test. Now you're all championed up and out doing errands for La Primera herself. Tell you something. You get to be my age, time starts passing you by fast. But that sentimental style's not worth my while. Time to kick a rhyme or hit the flow. Let's go. My spirit's burning, Yaron, and to get this battle churning, you best be ready to begin. Our little champion is coming into his own. Come on, baby. Rattle me down to the bone. I do like her personality, too. It's kind of really funny. Come on, rookie. Show me you deserve to be called a champion. Alright, so we are going to deal with our good friend Mimikyu first. They're all ghost type, so we're going to go ahead and U-turn here. And then I am going to Flower Trick. This should break the sub that Mimikyu has automatically. We're doubling down on Mimikyu just because Mimikyu is annoying, but I am going to smite that Bayonet pretty darn quick. Let's see. Tauros? Sure. We're likely going to get hit with a fairy move, but Tauros is neutral to those instead of weak. Or quad weak, like our good friend Koraidon is. Alright, let's hope for a feint. And we got it. Bayonet use Phantom Force. Houndstone. Alright, so we're going to take that Houndstone out really quick. First and foremost, you probably noticed a little bit that my Tauros' moveset changed. I was using Tauros to EV train both my Koraidons, and I found the perfect move, which was double kick, because I needed to be able to do 28 battles for each stat, and double kick has 30. So I probably should have changed that. Spirit Tomb. Ooh. You've got some new Pokemon. Alright. Raging Bull on you. And Play Rough on you. Bayonet, you are gone. I am a little bit higher level than these gym trainers are at this current moment, which is unfortunate. But I'm not about to say that I wasn't expecting that. Alright, so do we still have the sun this turn? Yes, we do. So we're going to go ahead and use one more Raging Bull on you, and a Play Rough on you, which should have hit the first time. This ghostly change will turn your highs to lows. The brightest lights cast the darkest shadows. Alright, Raging Bull. It's so crazy seeing a normal type move actually be, you know, super Or not super effective, but usable on a ghost Pokemon. And there's Curse. Alright, so is this KOing Tauros? No, not this turn. So because we're going to outspeed, we should just have like a pretty much automatic victory here. Aw, Sucker Punch. That's unfortunate. Very and truly unfortunate. Alright, so we're probably going to take a Boom Burst here. Yep, Meowscarada is gone. Sunlight faded? We don't care about that. Swap in both of these two. Our good friend Cloth does need experience points if he's going to stay useful on my team. But being honest, I'm probably going to be replacing him, as well as most of the rest of my team, pretty soon, hopefully. Let's go with a good old Breaking Swipe. And an X-Scissor. And that's it. I think I'm going to keep Breaking Swipe on this Koraidon, even though I was potentially going to use Outrage. Just because Outrage is kind of terrible for double battles. You're cool, my friend. You moved my soul. 23 grand. Thank you for the money. We really and truly appreciate all contributions from viewers like you. I wasn't expecting you to rattle me that much. You caught me off guard just like Shadow Sneak. Sorry for calling you a rookie. Hope you're good. I just wanted to prove the strength of ghost types to Gita, but I guess I got carried away. You're the real deal, my friend. I can guarantee that. From here on out, Rhyme's got your back. If you run into any Vexen trainers or Hex inspectors, you just give me a call. Now you go enjoy this big wide world to your fullest. You hear me? Later, baby. Later, Rhyme. We will be coming back to you at some point. That is, if you can rebattle these Pokemon gym leaders as many times as you want. I'm hoping you can, but I do not actually know if you can. So, who knows about that one, but we will see, won't we? I think that's enough for today's episode. I want to thank you for joining me, and if you like my content, please upvote and follow, or like and subscribe, depending on your platform. Comment and share, it's always appreciated. And while you're at it, have a great and glorious day gaming.